what the hell is DragonRuby? And is it a good engine? I'm a hobby game developer and a certified Godot glazer, I'm not gonna lie. So today I dug up 5 of the most obscure and niche game engines I could find. And we're gonna go through each of them to see a bit of the other side of game development. First off, we have Flax. If you're tired of Unity's bloat but don't really want to fight it out with Unreal,
oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Flax could be for you. It's kind of the middle ground. It's basically the indie version of Unreal. It's built on C++, but it has seamless integration of C#, making it super accessible for people escaping Unity. It also has visual scripting if you like that, I don't know. Flax is also completely free for developers, like up to $250,000 of revenue per quarter. After that, you have to pay 4% of the revenue above that. Flax also supports version control systems and is really focused on scalability, so it shouldn't matter if you're a solo developer or even a bigger team. The biggest selling point, however, is speed. Everything in Flax is fast, from the editor startup to the hot reloading, but don't let that lightweight tag fool you. Just like with Godot, it's not a weakness at all. It's packed with high-end tech like real-time global illumination, a very modern post-processing stack, and pretty dope nested prefab system. So if you feel like you want to try your hand at some AA graphics, give it a shot. Oh well, next up is DragonRuby is for the code-first crowd.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's made for indie developers by indie developers. There's no complex or bloated UI or a massive editor window with 250 drop-down menus. It uses Ruby, which is a language designed specifically for programmer happiness. Or so people say. I don't actually love it, but that's a taste thing. What sets DragonRuby apart is the hot loading. You change a line in the code, you hit save, and the game updates pretty much instantly while it's running. So you don't have to deal with messy recompiling, which is awesome coming from a former Unity victim. It also boasts some of the best 2D performance in the industry. They say it can handle tens of thousands of active sprites at 60 FPS on a toaster basically, but of course real performance depends on optimized code and what you compare it to, so take this with a grain of salt. But if you want to build a goated 2D game for the Nintendo Switch or the Steam Deck, this engine could be for you. Next engine in line is Ct. Think of Ct.js or Qt.js, I don't know, as the kind of modern open source version of GameMaker, but built entirely on web tech. And it uses Pixie.js under the hood for the 2D web rendering, which is kind of a gold standard. It feels similar in ambition to tools like GameMaker because it integrates visual tools with logic scripting, making it very accessible. It's visual, quite colorful, and it's designed to be very fun to use. The coolest thing about Ct.js is its modular logic, or so-called cat mods. Instead of reinventing the wheel, you just plug in modules for things like physics, lighting, or gamepad support. It uses JavaScript or TypeScript, but it also has a visual scripting language called Catnip. If you don't fuck with the syntax, go with that. Ct.js is designed for rapid web exports and approachable tooling, but whether it's the easiest depends on the alternatives you're comparing it to. But I must admit, it does seem very accessible. Next up on the chopping block, Wicked. Wicked Engine is an open source C++ game engine focused on modern real-time graphics and rendering. It is available under the MIT license and aims to provide up-to-date rendering features such as hardware-accelerated ray tracing, path tracing, global illumination, reflections, and shadows on supported hardware, of course. It supports multiple graphics APIs including DirectX 12 and Vulkan. The engine itself is built in C++ with a strong focus on performance, while also offering Lua scripting for gameplay. You can work at a high level or drop down into the core code when needed. Visually, it supports modern lighting and material systems and the kind of visual effects you'd expect from current 3D engines. Wicked Engine gives you a complete setup for building 3D worlds and real-time projects. It comes with its own editor, lets you bring in common 3D assets of many file types, and gives you solid control over how scenes look and feel. Next up, let's go to the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Ct.js is a so-called fantasy console, meaning it's a virtual system with fixed retro-inspired limits rather than a general-purpose game engine. It's designed to feel like developing for an old home computer without actually dealing with real hardware, providing instead a very charming retro experience. The editor is the fictional console. You write code, draw graphics, and make sound and music all inside a single self-contained interface. It's often compared to Pico 8, but Tic80 is actually more flexible in a few practical ways. It uses a widescreen resolution instead of Pico 8's 1:1 aspect ratio of 128 by 128 pixels. It allows more memory and supports multiple programming languages rather than just locking you into one. Common options include Lua and JavaScript, but others are available as well. Like other fantasy consoles, the enforced limits make it well suited for game jams and small projects by keeping the scope under control and reducing the amount of setup needed. So it's really easy to just get started making games. It also has this thing called cartridges, just like Pico 8. Each project is saved as a single file that contains the code, graphics and audio together. And this makes sharing and distributing small games super straightforward. So I really think you should try it out. I've had lots of fun doing games in Pico 8, so this really could be for me too. So thank you guys so much for watching this short video. Subscribe if you like the content and want more of it. Also, thank you so much for 600 subscribers. It's actually crazy, like I can't believe it. And I mean, you know, drop a like if you want to, I don't really give a fuck. Say something in the comments, you know, get the conversation rolling, tell me anything you want. I will respond to most of the comments. I try to respond to pretty much every last comment I get. But yeah, and also check out this video, it's probably there, or maybe there, I'm not, yeah, it's probably there. Watch that shit, it makes me happy. Bye.